are the main causes of employee turnover? Employees rarely quit for one reason. The real cause of turnover often has nothing to do with compensation. If turnover looks like a mystery, you might be overlooking the obvious. By the end of this video, you will understand what causes turnover and what to effectively do about it. Let's get started. What are the main reasons for employee turnover? You might think that it's because you're not paying your employees enough. That is rarely the case. Of course, you have to be competitive. However, there are so many other reasons that you have to look at those reasons to see if any of those problems exist in your company, and then you will be able to evaluate correctly what causes the turnover. Here are some of them: poor onboarding, lack of clarity, weak leadership, burnout. The employee doesn't feel like they belong in the culture. Perhaps the culture is a misfit for the employee and vice versa. Inconsistent management, inconsistent messages, unclear demands, unclear processes. So you have many reasons here. But what is the common denominator? The common denominator is communication. It is unclear or lack of communication between the employee, management, and the organization itself. Now, what is the common denominator of all those reasons? Is lack of alignment, lack of understanding, and lack of communication between the employee and the company, between the employee and management, between the employee and the values and the culture of the company. So what do? Obviously, we need to have clear communication. But in order to have that, you gotta have your culture, your processes, and your procedures very well documented, because that documentation is what creates the agreement. It's what creates the alignment and the expectations. So you can have an employee that is coming to their company and they're wondering, what should they do? How should they behave? What is going on? How can they become part of the group? If you don't have it well defined and well documented and presented to the new employee, that's where the problem is going to start. Therefore, very good onboarding from the beginning sets the stage for success in the future. So we have good onboarding, and of course after that we have to have great communication and great communication of the expectations of the new employee, and also when they're not new anymore, what is expected from them and how they're being evaluated, what are the requirements, what do they need to do in order to feel appreciated, and of course make them feel appreciated when they're doing the things that they're supposed to be doing or going way over what they need to be doing. Give them a path for success, a path for advancement. But it all starts with very clear expectations. And in order to have clear expectations, you need to have well-documented processes and procedures. How do you do work? What are you expecting from the employees to do? What defines success? Each process, each procedure needs to have their own measurement of success in order for the person that is executing those processes or procedures to know what exactly they need to do in order to be successful at the end. So those expectations, the clarification and the clarity of those expectations is tremendously important in order to retain employees. When employees feel that they can contribute, when they feel that they're part of the group, when they feel that they have an end or a goal that they can achieve, and when they achieve, they know exactly what will happen, that stability, that certainty will go a long ways in maintaining your employees. So what should you do? You should definitely define your processes and procedures. You should capture your knowledge so then you can train correctly any new employee and make sure that they understand what is expected of them. And make sure that you are appreciative of your employees, that you show your appreciation when they do things correctly. And when they don't, then coach them. Coach them in order to achieve the success that you want them to achieve and also that they want to achieve. So if you have that culture of success, of collaboration, of help, you're going to increase the retention of your employees. So how do you document those processes? Well, make sure to watch my next video where I'm going to explain how to document your processes and procedures in such a way that they are going to be followed by everyone and ensure the success and the growth of your company. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.